So you want to be a professional Tarkov player. But guess what? You're a casual gamer. Tarkov has gone through a lot of changes over the past couple of years. One of the most noticeable changes is that it is shifting from a game that you can play with a lot of free time to a game that if you have no free time, you will not be able to play. Specifically, we're talking about the PvP version, not the PvE version of Escape from Tarkov. PvE version, I feel, is very casual. It's a great opportunity for people who don't have a ton of game, maybe have a full-time job and are working a side gig, have family obligations, or are a parent to one or multiple children. Now, for me, a casual gamer is someone who's going to be gaming 1 to 3 times a week, anywhere from a gaming session that lasts from 1 to 3 hours, sometimes being able to game for 5 hours if all things line up. Now, there have been a couple changes that have been put into place this wipe that I feel like pull the game even further into the depths of a time sink, especially for someone who is a casual gamer. That number one thing is the found and raid is needed for upgrading your hideout. Now, the hideout is not necessary to progress to a level that you can't play Tarkov. But if you truly want to compete at the highest levels, the hideout is really going to help to benefit you, and even help you to level up your skills quicker, especially when you're unlocking the gym, leveling up your shooting range, unlocking the library, using an error filtering system. There are many ways that you can help to progress your player quicker through the hideout. Now, if we want to talk about is Tarkov fair, Tarkov's never been fair. If you play the game more, you're going to be more rewarded. Now, this isn't even really a skill thing. It's more of a time in equals more reward. A lot of games follow this. We'll take Rainbow Six Siege, for example, or like a CSGO or a Valorant. If you're putting time in a competitive game and you're trying to get better, you're rewarded. With wipes with Escape from Tarkov in the PvP system, every 6 months needs to be a consistent time sink. That means learning the changes with the meta each wipe. That means being able to pay attention to things that are going to change, that are going to affect how you play the game. Can you play the game slower? Can you play the game faster, like a Call of Duty type game? These are all things that you need to keep in context as a casual gamer. Now, if you're obsessed with Escape from Tarkov like me, where I have almost 6,000 hours put into the game, and I think that's including time in the inventory, and man, do I spend a lot of time out of raid. My stash looks like crap. If you tuned into any of my streams, you will know because people will be commenting on it. It reminds me I do live stream on YouTube, so if you want to catch those, hit that subscribe button and click that like button, turn on post notifications, all that beautiful stuff for YouTube. And if you've pressed fast forward through my little self promo, welcome back. Let's get back to Tarkov. So the casual grind for me, these past 2 wipes, last wipe I didn't play very much. Honestly, Tarkov just was not fun for me. But this wipe is a little bit different. I have a full-time job and a part-time job. So I'm putting 40 hours in, working kind of a night shift right now, and trying to plan a wedding, while in the morning I am training clients as a personal trainer. So I have become a casual gamer. My gaming sessions are anywhere between 1 to 3 days a week. If I'm lucky, I'll get those 3 days. I, for the first time this wipe, played for 8 hours on a Friday, and that was because I had my personal training job and my night shift job off completely, and I was just diving in head first. It was a lot of fun. I got really tired and I didn't eat much that day, but I did play a lot of video games. If you can do things like that to combat this, I think you can kind of float with your head barely above the surface. But if you can't do things like that and you are truly gaming 1 to 3 days a week, 2 to 3 hours a gaming session, and trying to compete with the Tarkov community, you're going to have to watch videos. You're going to have to pay attention to the meta shifts. You're going to have to pay attention to how to complete the new tasks. Are you going for Kappa? No, you shouldn't. You should maybe try to push for max traders and try to learn how to be efficient at Tarkov, try to learn the game. The game has slowed down tremendously over the past few wipes, which again, sadly, goes against the casual gamer. I don't know if you're picking up on this, but Tarkov's not a casual game. If you're at this point and you're feeling a little depressed on how I'm talking about this, I feel you. Believe me, if I could give you a little digital hug through the computer, I would. But the problem is that Nikita has said that this game is not a game for casuals. I do not envy the people that just pick this game up and are a casual gamer. The sad thing is you will not be able to actually experience this game in its true right. The nice thing is this wipe has gone a lot slower, so the early wipe has been extended, which is beautiful, because the wipe before, a week into it, we were in end wipe, and that was not fun. Now this wipe, it feels like people are playing a little bit slower, more methodical. The rat versus Chad is kind of a dumb, outplayed way to explain what a Tarkov player is. Everyone's a chat, which is a rat and a Chad. It's as simple as that. You're a chat, I'm a chat. I don't know. He, she, it, Wumbo. I don't believe that Tarkov is going to ever switch into a game that is not for casuals. If you are thinking that you're going to be able to get away with this game as a casual gamer, I would highly suggest playing this game and doing tasks that you enjoy. There's a specific task that makes me want to quit wipe every single time that I try to do it, and that task is setup. I make a huge thing out of it whenever I stream it because I can't stand it, and I try to rely on my community to give me a helping hand just to keep me mentally sane through the grueling, it feels like hours and weeks of me shooting people with shotgun pellets and slugs that do not do damage to them. I hate setup. So I was planning on doing a Kappa grind this, and when I say grind, a casual grind to try to get Kappa this wipe. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to get that or not. We're a month into wipe and I'm almost level 34, I believe. I think I'm 33 and a half. I've done a lot of tasks that are annoying, like setup and Tarkov Shooter Part 3, getting 25 meters with a bolt action. But there are a lot of tasks that I think are really time sinky. So what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to do the tasks that I can do, but I'm also not being too hard on myself. So this is that full circle moment where we start talking about, as a casual gamer, are you able to play Escape from Tarkov in a good and productive way that's not bad on your mental health? No, of course not. It's Escape from Tarkov, but we can try our best to make sure that we focus on the things that matter. And what that is trying to level up your character and doing tasks responsibly. I have been notorious in trying to task like Pestilli, which is you try to finish every task that you have on that map in one run, make it a 40-minute raid and try to get out and expect not to feel a rage quit come on whenever you get head tapped by a shotgun scav camping extract. That is not how you play this game. You want to do 1 to 2 tasks, focus on getting in, get that task and get out. It might feel like you're playing PvE mode, but you're still going to get into really good engagements. Our Escape from Tarkov has such fun and I'll call experimental PvP because you can focus on trying to learn where people can be, but you're going to catch a lot of people off guard and they're going to sit and they're going to hide in a spot, or they're going to be straight up in a doorway because they hear you, they're trying to figure out where you are, and then you round the corner and you freak out because you're like, why are you here? The guy's like, why are you here? And then you call each other rats because neither of you heard each other until it was too late. So don't get locked into, this is a life and death game. Don't focus on the negatives as much. If you're playing this as a casual game and you're hour 3 into gaming and your wife, fiance, kid are asking you to do something and you're having a horrible time in Tarkov, you log off the game and you go hang out with them and you notice that you have a negative experience that you're pulling into your normal life, Tarkov's probably not worth it. That might mean that you need to scab more, or that might mean that you got to set limits on when you play Tarkov. Don't try to make Tarkov be all of your free time. I noticed that as I did that the past 2 wipes where I have become more of a casual gamer, the overwhelming expectation that I have for myself and the emotions that I pulled out of myself when I was trying to succeed but I wasn't really hurt my personal life. Thus, I took a step back from streaming. I took a step back from gaming and I observed myself. And I'm glad that I did. I actually went to see a therapist. All of these things really, really helped me in regards to optimizing who I am as a person. And if you are a better person, you're sleeping better, you're well hydrated, you're eating better, you're exercising, you're decreasing the stress that you get from work, because we got to work. We got to pay for, there's not skins in this game, but we got to pay for electricity and good internet so that we can run Tarkov well, right? So there is a way that you can do gaming as a casual gamer and not get overwhelmed with it. Don't turn it off and say I can't play Tarkov, because Tarkov is not made for me. That is such, I'm sure I'll have comments that say that, but that is such a closed-minded way to think about it. If you enjoy a video game, play the game for enjoyment, not because you are going to rush Kappa or because your favorite streamer does this or that. Play the game because you enjoy it. Even I catch myself when I stream, after trying to change my gaming habits to playing games that I enjoy as a gamer, I've noticed that I'm starting to play the game how I think people want me to play, and I completely lose track on what it's like to play a video game the way that it's supposed to be played. I'm also getting over a sickness, so feel bad for me on my voice cracks, okay? But if you've made it this long, I think I'm done rambling. I want to try to do more of these rambles. I am really messing with my audio quality. My mic's amazing, but it picks up like every click that I do on my mouse and my keyboard. My spacebar is absolutely obnoxious. On my chair, actually, I'll just lean back a little bit so you can hear that. I don't know if they got picked up or not, but I've been trying to adjust my audio settings. I have a really good mic, but it catches way too much of just the ambiance. So hopefully I can do more of these rants. You guys can enjoy them. I'm not trying to create a negative atmosphere. I think that that's an easy way to grow a channel, but I think it's the wrong way to go about things. I think staying mentally sane, I swear I just get over a sickness, but staying mentally sane is extremely important. And if you guys can do that and girls can do that, more power to you, more power to your future. And I hope to see you back in the next video. Again, like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications. I've been Sci Guy. This is your daily rant. I don't upload these daily. Peace out. Oh! Right, let's get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck. That's crazy. Oh man, not having stomach is rough. I love this stream. I'm gonna keep grinding fat. Good luck, good luck, good luck. What's up, baby?